This model kit review is of the Nissan Fairlady Z, and it's a 1/24 scale model by Aoshima with some very nice box art. This is obviously not the factory version, and we've got some body kits there. This is, I guess this probably was by Datsun, and then taken over by Nissan. So some nice box art there as well. Pictures of the finished model, and well, it looks like that's supposed to be even at the bottom. For some reason that doesn't look like it is. So also look, here's some details here. This is the Aero Custom, and colors there. Doesn't really have any details there in terms of dimensions. So let's have a look inside. Let's start off here with the body. And that is a beautifully molded body with some nice detail there. The included wheel arches. We do have some areas here that have sunk. They'll need to be filled. You can see some holes there. And we do have some mold lines, which they tried to put down the seam, but as you can see there's still mold lines that'll need to be sanded off. The rest of it is actually very nice, and for some reason that might need to be sanded off as well. It looks like it's a little too low there and kind of sinking down. Doesn't really look like the box art. But recessed panel lines, so you can do some panel line accent to show off the doors. That's actually very nice. Okay, so over here we've got our tires, very nicely molded. So we've got some wide tires at the back, skinnier ones for the front. They feel like a vinyl. We've got some poly caps, we've got some metal axles, and then a silver plate here for probably license plates. That looks like there's probably front wheel hubs there. Okay, over here we've got the chassis. Now, as you can tell here, this is an old kit. I guess it's just been repurposed, but at least the chassis part is old. This is for a battery there, a switch, so at some point there was a motor that got stuck in here with the gear, and it would run the car. So, as you can see, this is just a street version. There's no, or a studio version, there's no engine, unfortunately. Okay, so these next set of sprues, here we've got some glass. It's for our lights, headlights here. Here we've got glass as well, that's for the rear. And beautifully molded actually. Got some more lights there. This is the light covers for the fronts. And I don't know what this piece of paper is in here. Let's see if it's a mask or not. It might just be a piece of cardboard, but let's have a look. It looks like it's just a piece of cardboard, so I obviously don't need that. Here is the windshield and side glass, beautifully molded, very nice and clear, no distortion, nicely molded. Okay, here we've got our wheels. These are the rear, much larger, wider, and there's the front. Here's our seats, and here's our dashboard, steering wheel, steering column, and that's our central console there. Probably part of our wheels to hold the poly caps in. Here's our hubs, exhausts here, part of the exhaust there. That's looks like that's part of our spoiler at the back. That's our front suspension. It's going to have the wheel hubs go in there, and then that'll click along there to hold it in place. Here are our windshield wipers. We do have some other pieces here. We've got some much nicer seats, some bucket seats here. Got some other wheels here if you wanted to do those ones. There is the side mirrors, probably part of our rear there with the brake lights. There's another steering wheel. There's more parts here for our front suspension. That's supposed to be where the battery will go in. It'll cover that up. Another central console there, and looks like another dashboard there, probably for a racing version. And we do have a roll cage, and then we've got the rear deck lid, I guess, for inside. We do have some decals, not a whole lot. Okay, let's have a look at our instructions here. Okay, so first of all, here are the colors needed, and it shows you here the paint and decal guide. I'm going to start off with our wheels and put that into the front steering rack, and then glue it into the front of the car. I guess it'll click on there as well. Then you're putting on the rear axle. Don't forget those poly caps, prevent it from falling off. And then choosing the dashboard. Probably like the more realistic looking one rather than the simple racing one. And then putting the body together with our glass and dashboard there. Okay, here are the rest of the details here for the front of the dashboard, front of the body, sorry, and then the rear parts for the body, including the lights. You choose between the seats and the roll cage, and then put the battery holder back in. I guess this doesn't make a difference, it looks crappy anyway. And then the exhaust, one or two mufflers depending on which one you want, or exhaust tips. And here is the parts listing. You can see here there are obviously parts that we're not going to be using, and like windshield wipers, I don't know why you wouldn't want to use those. And one of the steering wheels, some of the wheels, and so on. But all in all, that'll be a fun kit. Molding quality is really good, some nice options. Unfortunately there's no engine, and the underside of the chassis isn't that great, but this will still be a good build.